Hi, I'm Sanchana, and we're on our way to interview 2018 Grand Marshal Cheryl Wills. She's the host of In Focus and veteran anchor at New York One.
I've been here 25 years. 26 soon. 26, closer to 26 now. And it's truly been an honor. I'm excited to be the Grand Marshal of the African American Day Parade because we have been very visible in the African American community for the entire 26 years. And I'm really proud of that.
I'm Sheryl Wills, host of New York One Live at 10 and author of a series of books about my great-great-great-grandfather, Sandy Wills, and I am the Grand Marshal of the 2018 African American Day Parade. When I was a child, I interviewed everyone in my family, and I didn't realize who I was talking to. My mother's father was a World War I veteran, and he served in a segregated unit. And I didn't realize what an incredible part of history he was. I had no idea. And all I knew is that I loved interviewing people. I loved telling stories. And I mean, I'm 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. I interviewed all of my family members. I found their journey from the South to New York fascinating. My first job was as a production assistant at Fox 5. And it was fascinating because it was my first job in a newsroom on East 67th Street. And that was really interesting and eye-opening, and seeing newsrooms are pressure cookers by definition. And you know, I'm 21 years old, fresh out of Syracuse University, and I was just learning the ropes. I met a lot of legends. People like John Rowland, who was a legendary anchor, and Rosanna Scotto, who's still at Fox 5 today, and Bill McCreary, who had a show called Black News at first, and then he had a show called The McCreary Report. You know, he was one of my very early mentors. So it was all about mentorship and listening and learning. And that's something I tell up-and-coming journalists. You have to listen and learn. A lot of this will come to you by osmosis. You know, school is only going to teach you so much, but you just have to be in the environment and learn, and eventually you'll make your own mark. As I got older, I never stopped asking questions. And one of the questions was, well, clearly I have ancestors who were enslaved. I want to know their names. They were people just like me. What were their stories? What were their lives like? I did the research. They uploaded all the black soldiers who served in the Civil War, and there was Sandy Wills among them. I went to the National Archives, cracked open his file, and it was a treasure trove of information that stitched together all the missing pieces of my family history. Imagine me, a 5th grader, learning about the Civil War, bored to death, learning about all kinds of Confederate, Union, wondering when gym class or lunch or dismissal. Meanwhile, my grandfather was there and I didn't even know it. And that is why on my free time, I go to schools and I tell students, very simple, I don't care if your family came from Europe, Africa, West Indies, South America, whatever continent, don't be caught off guard. Take the time to know where your family is from, because they're responsible for you being here. I can almost see Sandy Wills seeing me sitting in a 4th grade class learning about the Civil War, and he's like, she doesn't even know I was there. And she's carrying my name. No one told this child. So I take that very personally, and that is an enormous motivation to get everyone, children of all ages, know your history. All of our family members leave us an assignment. to continue their work. So that's how I feel. I'm continuing Sandy Wills' work. I'm so excited to be named the Grand Marshal of the African American Day Parade in 2018. I hope you can join us and support in any way you can. This is our legacy, and if we don't support it, who will?